All right, welcome back to Live at 9. As you get your kids ready to head back to the classroom, there's one non-negotiable health requirement that you need to know about. Incoming 7th graders are required to get the T-Dap booster shot before school starts. Today we have Dr. Quinn with us to break down exactly what parents need to do, along with other expert guidance to ensure a safe and successful school year. Good morning, Dr. Quinn.
Good morning.
So let's start off by just talking about what does T-Dap stand for?
The T-Dap shot is so important because it can help protect your children and the children around them. It protects you from tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis. That's that whooping cough. And you noted that you got one as a pregnant lady, which is recommended at about 26 weeks or 27 weeks to protect your child once your child is born, because that gives you enough time to build up the antibodies to fight it off if you're exposed.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that shot is responsible for protecting not only your child, but as I said, all the other children. And also, I just wanted to note, if your child has not had a physical this year, this is a good time to go ahead and get it as you get that shot.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of our children, they have medical diagnoses that might be undiagnosed, and this could interfere with their ability to learn.
So school is right around the corner, and why is it important for parents to start preparing now instead of waiting until the last minute?
Well, as I said, if they get that physical, then if they're diagnosed with decreased hearing, which we check for in the primary care office, or decreased vision, we have time to get them with an audiologist and find out, can the hearing be corrected, or is the vision, we can get them with a ophthalmologist or optometrist and get them some glasses so they could see. And this will help the children quite a bit. Or if they have some type of behavioral disorder or some type of mental disorder like ADHD, we can get them to a specialist and get them treated. And then that way they can have the best opportunity to perform at their highest level in school, which they deserve.
So would you recommend scheduling that physical now, sooner rather than later?
Today or tomorrow, because as you said, it's right around the corner. School starts in July this year, to my knowledge.
Absolutely. So summer schedules, they can throw off kids a little bit off track. So what are some easy ways that families can help children transition back into a school routine?
Well, I did a great deal of research, and it's overwhelmingly noted that it's a good idea to try to get them back on a good sleep schedule, where they go to bed about the time that they would go if they were going to school, and wake them up at that time every morning. So when the first day of school starts, they won't go to school and just be asleep on the desk.
Right.
They can pay attention. And the second thing is you want to try to transition their habits away from so much screen time with social media, those games and Roblox or whatever it is my wife keeps talking about with her little nephews, and get them back into learning materials such as reading books or questions on the computer. I think a lot of things in school now are going digital, and just get them back into the habit, just the routine, and that's going to put them in the best position to have the best potential outcome possible.
Absolutely. Dr. Quinn, we talked a little bit about physicals and how that can help students and parents be aware of any other problems that, on top of getting your necessary vaccines and shots before school starts back up, but what other problems could it maybe bring to light before those kids go back to school?
Well, over the last 23 years, I've had some scenarios where children had like heart murmurs and diabetes or severe anemia. All of these things can interfere with a child's ability to learn, but by them coming in earlier, getting the physicals, we were able to get them the treatment they needed so they could be at their highest level of performance. Also, lastly, I want to add, if it's not too late, try to get your child involved in some type of activities at school, such as cheerleading, football, basketball, debate team, the band, just anything to develop those social skills. Because when they apply for college, the college admissions, they look at that, and they don't want a child that just makes straight A's. Well, they do want a child that makes straight A's, but they rather a child that made like some A's and a couple of B's and was able to put sports or cheerleader or band in, because it
Right.
shows that that child has the ability to juggle a lot, and there's a high probability that child would do well in college. And I've seen a lot of my patients over the years get scholarships if they had a lot of activities on their application when they applied to these universities.